So Bobby, we just finished up the very last SpeakUp studio for the year 2023. How did you feel it went?
Wow, what an amazing year. When I told you, what was it, last November,
Yeah.
me and Brad have been meeting on Tuesday nights for 4 years now, 5 years.
It had been 4 years at that point. Yeah.
And I said, you know what, I got something crazy. What if we invited people to come and assist them in growing and learning about speaking like we've been doing for the last 4 years? And what did you say?
I was like, yeah, that is crazy, Bobby. I love it!
I love it. Well, I would say our wildest dreams have come true. Me and Kerry, back when Kerry had first started SpeakUp, he had talked about a studio and he wanted that. We never got to that point. And it's just very cool when you see things actually come to fruition and see them be as cool as you hoped that they would be.
You know what's really fun about this that I love is when we started this thing out, we didn't know that it was going to be a thing. We just thought, how do we get more people engaged? How do we give more to our audience? How do we give more, right? And this Tuesday thing came up, and we thought, you know what, why not? And it was cool because we were able to expand our horizons, expand our two or one-on-one mastermind, so to speak, and now we have this whole group of people. But we invited a bunch of people to just show up, and they did. And some people got busy, started doing their own thing, and some people stayed with us, and we got a lot of people to join us. We've learned a lot throughout this year. What's the biggest thing that you learned?
That we're on to something. That we, my vision, our vision was always a cool place for speakers, professional speakers, or people that want to become a professional speaker, or somebody that just wants to learn how to be in front of an audience because they never have. And this is a safe place where they can come and practice. And it's so fun to see people use it that way.
Yeah.
To see so many people come in here and so, yeah, I volunteer, and they jump up and they do something completely different. They do something that they've never done before, and they have an opportunity to get feedback and see how it affects them.
Yeah.
I just think that has worked so well. And every time somebody gets up, like today, I mean, just today, somebody get up and tested a concept, an idea. He was using a software to see if it works in a situation when he speaks, and it worked, and it was cool, and he got to learn something. We all got to learn something.
Yeah.
It's what this studio is all about, because what is the studio?
It's a place where
artists come to
practice,
practice.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's becoming that, and it's so fun to see this. I'm so excited for 2024 because we have so many crazy plans with SpeakUp and the studio.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just you mentioned Mike. I'm gonna call him out. Mike has been coming to the studio from the very beginning.
Since January.
And he's been so much fun because he's tried a stand-up routine.
He's not a comedian, but he is funny.
He's not a comedian.
But he is funny.
But he is funny. But that stand-up routine did flop, and that was okay because he learned from it. And then he also had us reenact a war, which was so cool. That was one of my favorite moments from 2023 is the war reenactment.
The whole room. We had 20-25 people in here running around
half the room coming at each other, and it was so cool. And then like you said, he's practiced different tools and different stories, different ways to tell stories, and that's exactly I love his example because that's exactly what we had in mind for the studio. He is like the practiced, experienced speaker, member of the NSA, and he's told us over and over again that this place is the place that he prefers to be because this is where he gets the most opportunity, the most practice, the most experience, and I love that because we're really adding value to beginner speakers as well as very experienced and practiced.
Yeah, there's no place else where you get to hear real feedback from an audience. As a speaker or somebody, when you go to an event and you get up and you speak, sure, somebody may come up to you and say, hey, that was a great job or whatever, but at the studio, you get to get feedback that says, hey, I liked this. I wish you'd have done this. If you'd have done this, that would have been super compelling. And you can take it or leave it, but there's no other place that I know of where you can get the quality of feedback that we get here at the studio.
Yeah, that's so true. So Bobby, tell me, we've had a really awesome, successful year, 2023. We're moving into 2024 now. What are some of the things that we have on the docket for 2024? What are some of the things that we're adding, improving, and doing with the studio that maybe we didn't do as well as we would have liked or at all this year?
So we've changed up a few things. We've listened. A lot of the stuff we do is we ask questions to the group, and so much has changed in this year. We've figured out how to do some even more compelling and more interesting things. But in the horizon, we're also adding like extra pieces, more value, people from outside of the studio to bring in value of whatever it is they're doing. We're still figuring it out, we're still learning, but we have big plans for expanding the studio to next level stuff. And this is all a part of the studio. This isn't like extra or pay extra or anything like that. We've also have some really exciting contests along the way, some actual speaking contests. This is the first anybody's probably ever heard about this other than people in the studio, but it's called
Speaker Games.
Speaker Games, that's right. We're gonna have a bunch of speakers getting up and battling out their speaking. And we've got a whole bunch of details, we've got it all figured out.
Some great prizes.
Great prizes, a cruise. People are gonna be going on a cruise, the winners. And so it's gonna be a blast. We also have the Business Game Changer. We are building some other events that are going to have a lot of value that our people at the studio are going to be able to speak at. Of course, they're going to have to be vetted. You're going to have to be committed and be doing things to become better as a speaker. If you're not compelling, if you're not engaging, if you're not learning from us and learning from the studio, then you may not be able to be in a part of those different venues.
Well, one thing that I would like to add is, as far as the value of the Business Game Changer, SpeakUp has always been a place not just for speakers but for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
We don't just teach you about how to be a good speaker, we teach you about how to be a good business owner. And because of that, we add so much value for business owners and for speakers as a business. If you want to actually make money as a speaker, that's your business. And so knowing business and having business acumen makes a huge difference in your ability to actually make money as a speaker. So that's one of the things that differentiates us. Besides the feedback, besides all the things we talk about, it is also the business skills that we teach and that we engage in as part of the studio.
And as a business owner, any business owner out there, you should have the ability to get in front of an audience and be able to compel them to be interested in your business. I see so many entrepreneurs that go to all these networking things and they have these opportunities, they get up in front of people and they bomb it. They are so boring or so disengaged that nobody wants to work with them. As an entrepreneur, you should be able to figure out how to be compelling on stage so you can get people to want to do business with you. It is such a powerful tool to get up in front of people and be in front and be able to compel them to want to do business because it was so interesting and your business sounds so engaging that I want to do business with you. I say that so much for entrepreneurs. They should be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just one more thing that I want to add as far as things that we're adding next year is we are starting to work with event coordinators as well. So we've got two event coordinators that we're organizing with there's going to be at least 3 or 4 other events besides the SpeakUp events that we want to get SpeakUp people to. So that's an exciting opportunity that we're going to be getting our people in front of other crowds.
Yes.
For other audiences.
Yes. So if you're a speaker and you're here in the studio, then our vision, our mission is to get you more gigs too, to whatever that looks like. So it's getting exciting. It's really getting exciting here at the studio.
It's getting great. So 2023 was an awesome year. Thank you for everyone that came out and took part and gave us feedback. Whether you're still part of us or not, we love the fact that you gave us a try. And thank you so much. It's been such a wonderful year. Bobby, any last words of...
I want to reiterate the thank you. It's been such a blast and an honor to be connected with so many of these powerful people that have come to this room and been in our presence and have honed their craft, learned their craft. And it's beautiful to watch them do a presentation one time and then several months later see them do it, and they've grown so much, and it's just exciting to watch. Either they've been a part of one of our intensives and they just start to nail it. We have speakers that are now going out and speaking other places, and we hear
and making money as speakers.
And we hear the impact they're doing. We've heard from event planners, man, that person was awesome, and you know, me and Brett are like, yeah, they're SpeakUp.
They're SpeakUp people.
They're SpeakUp people. So anyway, it's been an honor, a pleasure to watch folks grow, learn. Come have some fun with us. 2024 is going to be a blast, but also come learn and hone your skill.
Yeah, because we want you to be awesome too.